Hello, Professor and the grader. This is Group 8. I'm going to demonstrate the Assignment2 application.
Hi, Professor. This is Linzen, and I'm going to present in the coding part from the database over here. So for initial the database, we have the path, as you can see, which the environment dot get external storage directory. And after we initiate the path, we creating a variable name called the db file that including a new file to getting the data by the CSE535 assignment2. And after that, we have the determination statement, which to determine the db file. If the db file is not exist, we add in the db file.mk direction. And although we have the variable called db, which is completely our own database. That's the db file plus the Group8 data.
Okay, hi Professor and grader, I'm Zilin Bao. I'm going to explain the sentence part. So in this part, I need to implement the sensor event listener interface. And then I just need to create two variables. One is a sensor managing and another is sensor. And second, I just override on sensor change my function. In this function, first thing I need to do just initiate the sensor object. If the type of this object is accelerate, so I can just get three variable x, y, z from the sensor defined variables function. And then I need to create two timestamp variables so that I can control. We can get XYZ variable each 1 second. And these three variable XYZ will be used in a dry graph function to dry the graph. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Yiting Lin, and I'm going to talk about the upload function for our project. So we will have an upload database function that inside this function, we will first check if the file is valid. If it's valid, then we will go to here. We will have a file input store, and then we will use the HTTP URL connection to open the connection to the upload server URL. And then we will set the request property for the open connection. And then we will have a data output storm using the output storm from the HTTP URL connection. And then we will create a buffer of maximum size, and then we will read the file and write it into a form. And here is how we write the data into the form. And then we will send multiple form data, and then we will need the response from the servers to tell us if it's successfully uploaded. And then we will close the file store. And we also have a upload button that we set the on-quit listener for it. And inside the on-quit, we will have a new thread that run the upload_db class, upload_db function. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chen-Yan Li. I'm going to talk about the download, which have two parts. The first part is to download the target database from the server. The second part is to draw the graph from the database. So we use the download manager class of Android to do the downloading. We first create an URI object of the target database and then send the request through the download manager. After the download starting, we set a sleep to wait for the system to finish the download. Then we're going to draw the graphs. So first we find out the table name we are going to read from the database, and then we open the target database. Then we send a select all queries of the target table and order it by time step. We use cursor to read the last 10 points of that table and install them into 3 lists corresponding to the x, y, and z value. And then we create 3 series of x, y, z and add them to graphs, and use a for loop to append this data to the series. At last, we close the database. Thank you very much.